There are a lot of initiatives. Like I have a to-do list of like some 60 things that I need to accomplish. Right? So a lot of this work takes me outside the office mostly. So now a lot of the issues that people say face are, I would say, administrative issues and everything. Right? So it Monday gives me a good opportunity to at least one is to plan the whole week to see what you're doing the thing, and the other thing is to actually sit and listen to the people's grievances. Now, say for example, for 10 days the internet was down, and there was a lot of people had difficulties for trade license and everything. Now, that was not the fault of the corporation. That was another department that had issues with their internet, which affected us also now, right? So basic stuff like this. Now, for example, what we should have done is immediately on the second day should have made an announcement stating our internet is down. If you all have any issues, please come to us. See, we want to make this process as easy as possible, especially coming to the corporation. So coming here, sitting here every Monday, listening to people's grievances is a good way of basically getting feedback and immediate information on what the issues that people have. So we've kept Monday as that day.
So major issue किती असतात त्यांचा?
No, see, as of now, our issues are various. I'd say most of the people, I would say only 20% of the issues are related to the corporation. Licensing issues, house bifurcation. Most of it has to do with other departments. Say, for example, now somebody needed to convert residential to commercial so they can apply for a business, or somebody's retaining wall had collapsed, or there were internal family disputes. So, a lot of our issues are mostly to do with that. Since we are open to all issues, people come with absolutely everything. So it's not really a problem, but that is the.
Sir, recently the corporation has hired a security agency, I believe. So, what is the scope of
Where is
work?
this? The security guards?
Yes, yes.
So there are two. See, one is now a lot of our public spaces didn't have security guards. So a lot of the spaces are misused. So through human resources corporation, we've just received around 13 or 14 of our security guards. So now we're going to deploy them in, like, say for example, Garcia Deota, Kampal, our public spaces. See, there are a lot of issues. One with these beggars who are coming and sitting there. There are a lot of issues with boys who are sitting and coming and drinking. People just causing a general nuisance. Now, a lot of our public spaces are in residential areas, right? So we don't want to create a situation where these people feel unsafe in their own areas. So the security guards will be deployed there. Second one is Santome, that is a private thing also. We have wardens deployed, but they have done that on a personal capacity. It's not through the corporation. See, the government is looking to increase tourism numbers and all, very well and good. It's fine. A lot of people are dependent on tourism. Like I myself have hotels also, so I realize the importance that it has in terms of generating employment for the city and everything else. Now, in Santome in particular, I have an issue now with the way these tourists behave in those areas. There are now 70% or 80% of the people are senior citizens. Now these people are looking forward to spending their time just in peace. They don't want to do anything in particular. They just want not to be worried. Now the tourists that are coming into that area now are these horrible tourists. First of all, they're walking in the middle of the roads. They have no proper etiquette. So those I have deployed for particular reasons, just to maintain order in that particular area.
Kortin side.
Like Kotia, the Kotin, Mala, Santome. So it's very horrible. Now, unfortunately, the police are short-staffed, so they cannot deploy people. So there are a lot of issues that we're trying to deal with.
So there is a concern among the public about the road opposite Pato STP.
So I got a message today from that RBI person. They have already cemented that road and filled it up. See, that is being conducted by CPWD, Central PWD. So those engineers are, I believe at least, are highly capable. So they've sent me messages today where they've already filled that road, concreted the road and leveled it. So as of now, this should not be a problem. I mean, I can ask PWD to go and just check and see whether the work has been conducted properly. But aside from that, I think that issue is okay.
Sir, also the service road opposite Central Library has been occupied by the builder who is constructing that mall.
DLF?
Yes.
That I will check and see what that I will check. That I will check.
You want LIC building machine? Parking.
That has been this thing. So that they've checked.
Okay, one more thing. There is a this thing. There are boardwalk. Last time you said we'll be removing. So one of the member who have already one of architect.
Gerard, no?
Yeah. He
so
wanted that to be.
Yeah, he had come to meet us also. So he said that he wanted to basically renovate the space and to use it as a space to educate school children about the ecology of Panjim. So as of now, we've put that removal on hold because I have another meeting with another agency, with another association they had also spoken about renovating that area as a form of CSR. So I've told Commissioner to place that on hold as of now. If it can be saved, we want to save it. The thing is that that property had started sinking and the cost of maintaining it would be too expensive. But now if these people have stepped forward, then there is no reason for us to demolish it. So we will look towards maintaining it, and then whether there's a tender for to maintain it or not, we'll see later.
CCB is interested in this.
Yeah, we are very much interested. I have a meeting on Wednesday now with the members of that association to check and see whether they want to take it up. So that body had approached us after you all had put out the news. So it's good to see that people are concerned. So if it works out, then we will ask them to renovate it, and then if Gerard is interested in managing it under a tender, whatever, we'll have to issue a tender. If he bids for it successfully, then okay. If somebody else comes,
This is one
no, that is only that one phase. That is, see, the second phase has not been handed over to us as yet. It is only that one part. So we are still waiting for that handover of the properties and everything.
Okay. One more thing, sir. There is one park over there in Kampal. There's a football ground. There's one
Yeah,
small
that is
park,
closed
which is
still. for
Still
2 years.
closed. Why it is
See,
closed?
we had raised that issue with Smart City. I think Smart City also, I know the MD is following up with the departments. I think there is an internal dispute between two departments regarding who's going to take possession, the fund sharing. See, that is no reason to basically keep a closed park now. That park was basically done up for the people of Panjim to utilize. Right now it's been closed. So MD is pursuing the matter. So I'm just urging those other two departments to basically come on board so then that the park can at least be opened up to the public. So MD will get it done, I think. We'll have another meeting with him just to check.
Panjim is ready for the monsoon, sir.
Yeah, I mean, we have a little bit here and there that's left to be done. But apart from that, everything looks okay.